Beautiful British Columbia. Sometimes the best way to enjoy her beauty is to get off the beaten track and into the wild. God bless those gnomes, those magical creatures who've made this beautiful trail network for us to enjoy the beauty out here.
That's good. Let's get...
What's that?
Isaiah on the McLeod. You know what that's called? McLeod. Let's get this guy in here.
Gnomes don't use brush cutters and
Okay,
McLeods.
grab that guy.
Who are these guys?
All right. Is everyone ready? Ready to get started?
Ready.
Okay, let's do this. So it always been pretty informal that the Gold Rush Cycling Club would go out and rebuild and maintain trails as required. The cycling club has recently affiliated with the International Mountain Bike Association, acquired insurance, and now on a more formal basis and working with students, putting together more official trail reconstruction days.
Well, we just came out here on a Saturday morning, rebuilding all the trails, and it's been pretty fun. I enjoy volunteer work. I also need that to graduate, and I don't know, I just like getting outside and doing stuff better than watching TV all day.
Okay, so the trails aren't put together by gnomes and magic, but working on this beautiful trail has definitely worked its magic on this teenager. The trail they're rebuilding is called K1. It's relatively unknown.
So mountain bikers know this trail exists. It was built by a mountain biker for mountain biking. But a lot of the trail runners also know it and use it, and that's great. The more people out on the trails, the better. But the general populace, no, not many people know about it, and it's because it's kind of tucked away. It's a little bit hidden, and unless you were out exploring, you might not come across it. Trouble is, it's, as you can see, on a side hill, as it would be in a valley. And so it tends to slough over the years. It'll kind of wash out in spots and needs sort of restructuring.
Yeah.
Obviously with all the windstorms we've had, there's been lots of blowdown come down across the trails. And as all the lushness comes up, it starts to grow in like every other trails.
The hardest part is the roots and the mud, because your feet really get stuck in them and stuff. And chopping down the roots is tricky too, because there's like not a lot of anything underneath them, so they're shaking around.
They say many hands make light work, but even with a slightly smaller group than they expected, the crew is getting along just fine.
There's one guy in grade 8, but other than that, we had a pretty disappointing show up, but hopefully next time.
So the goal is to get the trail in, back up to standards, and then create a more visible entry to it off of that Bryce paved commuter route.
So when is the next trail building project?
I feel like we're just going to be working on this trail more, but next time I think it's in 3 weeks or something in the summer, so.
The next trail rebuild is going to be Saturday, May 30th. We'll be meeting up at the boat launch off of Hydraulic Road, Dragon Lake boat launch, and going up into some of the official trails up above the hydro cut to rebuild in there.
In Quesnel, I'm Anand Chandy for Shaw TV.